The Namibian opposition rejects the Zanu Pf-Swapo cooked elections. Really, another disaster already that has been created by Emmerson Mnangagwa and Zanu PF in Namibia. We have spoken about this. The moment that we started to hear issues of Zanu PF officials going into Namibia and beginning to speak to Swapo and having meetings with Swapo, we knew the outcome. We have a country in chaos right now, Mozambique, which is in serious chaos, all because of what Emmerson Mnangagwa has caused. Mnangagwa continues to be shamelessly causing havoc in the Southern African region. And now we've gotten to a point where everyone has totally seen the truth of what Zimbabwean people have always been speaking about. Something really must be done about how Zanu PF and Mnangagwa are trying to make themselves bullies of the Southern African region. We can't allow to have people quiet about this. Some uprising need to be done against Emmerson Mnangagwa and Zanu PF. Now the opposition are complaining and they are citing quite a lot. And indeed, there is quite a lot that has happened in this election. The elections in Namibia have just been like the elections in Zimbabwe that we've always seen. Quite a lot of things going very, very wrong. And how do people accept the election if the election is run in this manner? Very, very embarrassing. The Windhoek Times reports that the Independent Patriots for Change, IPC, has rejected the outcome of the sham election. Here is Dr. Panduleni Itula's full address a while ago, and he addresses the Namibian people, explaining the situation that is on the ground and how he sees things. And this really is quite very, very disturbing. And he says, fellow Namibians, tonight I address you as our nation faces a moment of great uncertainty of an unknown total of ballots cast between the 27th and today, the 30th of November. Only 160,000 have been counted and released. Thousands of ballots remain locked away, their fate unknown, while polling agents across the country await orders from their superiors regarding ballots under their care to be counted and their results announced. Polling stations unlawfully designated as voting centers continue processing votes under a shroud of illegitimacy. For the first time in the history of Namibia and possibly in the history of elections, votes are being cast concurrently with vote counting and results publication. Just imagine, where have you ever seen this happening? That results, people are still voting and counting is happening also at the same time. Also, the voting process has been marred by widespread disenfranchisement, with voters turned away due to a lack of ballot papers, brazen voter suppression, silencing the voice of Namibians yearning for change, undermining the Electoral Act and its tenets regarding the entire electoral process. In light of these grave irregularities, I have consulted with the leadership of the IPC and we have reached an unshakable decision. The IPC will not recognize or accept the outcome of this deeply flawed process. Whether the results declare a win, a runoff, or loss, we will seek to nullify this election in the courts. The electoral malpractices are glaring, undeniable, and unacceptable. This is not about us. This is not about me. This is about Namibia. As IPC, we stand firm in our resolve to fight alongside other parties to nullify this election. Namibians deserve the right to freely and fairly choose their leaders. I call upon citizens document the irregularities, share videos, reports, evidence with your parties. Let us expose the truth and claim the integrity of our democracy. Together we stand for Namibia. Together we fight for justice. Thank you. So that is the report that has been given by the president of the IPC, indicating the kind of shenanigans that have happened in this election. Indeed, we are in agreement with them. We have seen buses, carrying people, ferrying people from one polling station to another. We have seen people that are supposedly Angolans who have been given voting cards to vote there. What is that? We have seen the Priscilla Chigumbas in the Zanu PF. We won't talk about those ones, obviously, because they've been there and they've been playing their cards and inviting observers that are coming from countries like Uganda, where Yoweri Museveni is unleashing a reign of terror there. Those are people that are invited to come and observe and endorse the sham election that we are seeing happening in Namibia. So we don't know how things are going to end, but already the discontent is so high in Namibia. The the election results are being denied, they're being rejected, and there are many opposition parties, of course, they are also speaking out. We are yet to hear statements, of course, that are official statements that are also coming from the rest of the other political parties that are talking about the very same scenario that we hear the president of the IPC here giving. Really, Zanu PF really has been an embarrassment this season. Zanu PF has been a cancer in this season. Why does Mnangagwa want to enjoy seeing chaos happening in other countries? These people have their right to choose the leaders of their choice. Mnangagwa has no right to intervene. Look at Mozambique. Mozambique is burning right now because of Emmerson Mnangagwa. BDP bite the dust because of Emmerson Mnangagwa. Right now, Namibia is now plunged into another chaos, all because of Emmerson Mnangagwa. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with the Zimbabwean people? What is wrong with the Zanu PF? What is wrong, really? Why can't we mind our own business? Why can't we be concentrating on developing our defunct country rather than spending time, effort, and money having to be going around all these other countries and trying to interfere into the systems that they've put in place, systems that must protect their democracy, systems that must protect the voice of their people. This is pathetic and sad. Really, something really needs to be done. As Zimbabwean people, we will continue to lobby other citizens of SADC to join hands with us to continue to put pressure and to continue to expose Emmerson Mnangagwa and Zanu PF for all the shenanigans that they've done, that they are doing. All the evil that has been done by these liberation parties must be documented. We need to have a record of all their wrongdoings so we can take them to the next level, because somebody has to challenge this. These are issues that need to go to some court somewhere, and they are adjudicated over, because we can't continue to see this mediocrity, this the flow of democracy, this kind of rot, this misappropriation of systems that we are seeing being done by Zanu PF and Emmerson Mnangagwa. It is pathetic. Gorerino Tanyanzi kwa hama zangu. Mnangagwa has no shame. This is what it is, family. We will continue to watch how finally Namibia is going to resolve the problem that has befallen them, all owing to Zanu PF and Emmerson Mnangagwa. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Thank you so much for supporting this platform. Continue to subscribe to this channel, like and share, and always put a comment and tell us what you think. We are going to be meeting once again tomorrow. Thank you. You are blessed. Shalom and shalom.